Hi everybody, Chris here again, and I wanted to share with you my self rollout routine when I come back from playing tennis because it is springtime and it is opening season on the courts, and I've grew up playing tennis and absolutely love it. And every year, every season opener, my enthusiasm gets the best of me and I tend to overdo it and leave my forearms feeling a bit sore. So I want to share with you one of my self-care routines with rolling it out, and of course geek out on a little bit of anatomy too. I tend to play tennis. My forehand tends to have a large, a heavy topspin, right? I like to come up behind the ball and then bring my racket over the top of the ball, so it creates a really fast bounce. Might be harder to hit and just is natural for me. Maybe it's just kind of how I naturally play. And there are two muscles in particular that take a beating from my playing tennis. One of them is the brachioradialis muscle, and this is a muscle that helps us pronate and supinate the forearm, like you're opening a doorknob or whisking a bowl of eggs. And that's the muscle that gets really tight on me, as well as the extensor muscles, the extensor carpi radialis muscles, both the longus and brevis, which attach up here at the humerus bone and then come on down to the base of the second and third metacarpals. And this helps extend the wrist. It helps me abduct the wrist so I can make all those micro adjustments with my racket for my stroke and my shot and strategy. But it leaves me feeling pretty darn sore at the end of a 3+ hour run on the courts when I haven't been playing for a while. So this is what I do for it. I'll use some foam rolling. This is a small travel one that I've had for years, and the foam color in the light blues and turquoise and greens tend to be universally coated for some of the softer densities. I have a video about buying the right foam roller, so you should check that out if you're interested. But it's as simple as standing and finding a nice flat surface like a wall and sandwiching if you stand in anatomical position. Here, I'll actually move this down so you can see better. If you think of kind of Da Vinci's anatomical posters and how the body is in this position with the palms rotated forward in this supinated position. This is the position you want to be in when you start if you want to target the brachioradialis muscle. And so I'll sandwich myself like so, maybe even lean my hip against if I'm feeling really lazy, and just lean in, modulating the pressure to my comfort, and then slowly bend the knees and let that foam roller travel up and down the brachioradialis muscle. I might decide also to whisk that bowl of eggs as I'm rolling up and down, or even just simply stay on one area and begin some rocking and rolling, where we're pinning that superficial tissue and creating a lot more mobilization in those deeper layers, getting much more of a stretch in the fascial lines and planes in between the layers of muscle. And of course you can adjust the height up or down, always using care when you're rolling over a joint space. In fact, I recommend if you're a beginner or new to foam rolling that you just simply do some micro rolls like this, staying above or below the joint. You might add some doorknob twisting as you roll and just really explore. I think once you find you start, it's hard to stop. Like, you could just keep on going from there. Up or down. And of course, adjusting exploring. So doing that just for 5 or even 3 minutes can do you quite a bit of benefit in having more mobility, giving the tissues the oxygenation and the flow of lymph and blood and plasma and all this wonderful juicy milieu that our bodies move and function within, and create that mobility and increase communication and less pain along the way, so you can get back out on the court and keep living life. In fact, I think I might be late, so I should go get on the court. See you soon.